We've been trying to cover natural resources for some time. We used to cover a couple of gold companies just because we thought they were interesting, and some oil and gas companies. Well, one of our producers, Greg, found a company because I guess some of you viewers suggested that we take a look at a company called LKA Gold. LKA Gold is a publicly traded company under the stock symbol LKAI.
Look at that great picture, though, TV people.
Yeah, right. LKAGold.com is their website. Does that Mammoth Lakes or that lake? That looks like Lake Tahoe there.
It's too small for Tahoe, but yeah.
Well, it's someplace I want to go. Joining us here is the CEO of the company. His name's Kai Abraham. Kai, great to have you along today, sir. How you doing?
I'm well.
Let's start out with the big question. Where's the picture from?
Yeah, where's the picture?
Where's that lake? I want to go there.
Yeah.
That picture just south of Lake City, Colorado, was taken from the 6th level of our Golden Wonder mine, and that's Lake San Cristobal, one of the few and largest natural lakes in Colorado. Yeah. And that lake is at an elevation of about 8,500 feet.
Can we set an RV up there and a couple of kegs and just hang out there for the afternoon? Because that looks like a damn great place to work.
It's very popular this time of year.
Yeah,
a lot of tourists from Texas and Oklahoma to get up out of the heat love to go up to Lake City, Colorado.
And there's gold in them hills.
Yeah, I like how he says Colorado.
Yeah,
you can tell. Hey, Kai, I'm going to ask you. You have experience in oil and gas as well as minerals, all the way from the U.S. to Africa to Indonesia. Talk to us why you joined LKA, why you're so inserted here. Because as I look at this company, you guys are going places here, and I will tell you, as a guy that is often on Fox Business or often in the Wall Street Journal, I take a very close look at these companies before I have them on the air. And I swear, you guys got something going there. You're the best kept secret around. Talk about your history and talk about the company.
We started the company in '82 when we found a very interesting gold deposit right above Lake San Cristobal, as you saw on your screen. It was the kind of deposit that really got our attention because we weren't really as much gold miners as we are, for lack of a better word, treasure hunters.
I love that. I love the fact that they're not gold miners, they're treasure hunters. Because for the rest of the world, there is that romantic sort of feel that you are treasure hunters.
Well, when you look at a classic gold mining operation, they're big, they move a lot of dirt, they've got very expensive and fleets of equipment. We're not interested in that. We were interested in going places where the majors wouldn't go, to look at things that the majors didn't want to deal with or couldn't deal with.
Now, give me an example of that. So when you talk about where the majors wouldn't want to go, you're talking about the major miners, the major mineral extraction companies. Where don't they want to go, and what makes you guys more nimble?
They don't want to go to the mountains above Lake San Cristobal in a highly environmentally sensitive area. Where they can't create a big footprint, tear down half a mountain, and move a mountain of material before noon every day.
Now, let me ask you this though. And I don't know much about mining. I know a lot about stocks. I know a lot about raising capital, but when you have a smaller mine and a nimble sort of company like LKA Gold, and once again, their website, LKAGold.com, and their stock symbol, LKAI, when you've got sort of that nimble company, can you see the multiples that you want to see? Can you see big margins without putting out that big footprint? And I would argue putting out a huge chunk of capital formation to get there.
It's the margins that attract us about these kinds of projects. Specifically this. When we first discovered this, or when we first went into production with the discovery we made as we were doing our exploration on this deposit, we found 150,000 ounces of gold in a space of less than 10,000 square feet.
Now, so give us some concept of what that means for the rest of us who don't follow gold. So you found 150 ounces of gold.
You've got friends with 5,000 square foot houses. Add two of them, and
oh wow.
And that, so
you get some kind of feel for how small this deposit was.
Kai, stay right there.
5,000 square foot house.
I love that business.
Yeah,
I dated
that
Kai, stay right
contains
there.
150,000 ounces.
I dated a gal. Clementine was her name. Her father reportedly was a miner who was in the gold industry. Clementine, because. Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
you try to find humor in this. You try mining humor.
I want to talk. This is super interesting. I've never heard anybody actually explain it to me.
Well, they send old men into the hills with big pans and the hats all up in front and a big pick, and they just go, "Here's some."
Well, what's the pan in the?
They're like the old miners from the gold rush days. So
I want to talk some. These guys have the richest producing gold in recent history, maybe in history of all. Story continues. LKAI.